there. So it's the new year, and oftentimes what I find with clients is it can be really hard to execute New Year's goals without a concrete plan and without accountability. But I'm currently reading a really awesome book, which I highly recommend, Forever Strong by Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, who is a nationally renowned physician. She specializes in protein metabolism and muscle growth. That's where her area of interest and research is. But she has a great excerpt that I'm going to read just verbatim from her book, but it's from a social psychologist named Dr. Emily Balcetis. And she's the author with which this quote, this section comes from. The book is Clearer, Closer, Better: How Successful People See the World. I read this and it resonated with me because this is very much how I operate, and this is very much how I teach my clients. And a lot of people think, a nutrition practitioner, a nutrition coach, a coach, that's what I need. I need a doctor, I need a coach, I need someone to tell me what to do. But we can tell you what to do all day long, but you as the individual have to execute it. And if you don't first take responsibility for what you've been doing, if there's no self-awareness, if there's no understanding of what it's going to take to get you leaner, faster, stronger, better, healthier, to a more optimal you, it doesn't matter how much I tell you to do or the advice I give you. You have got to be ready to do it. So again, with the new year around the corner, this is very applicable. So I hope you listen all the way to the end, because it's really powerful and it may be what you need to hear to propel you into your short-term goals, long-term goals, whatever it is that you have for yourself. So Dr. Emily Balcetis, in her book, recommends a 3-part formula for making changes in your life. Dream big, plan concretely, and foreshadow failure. So I think the 2 parts that people miss are the second 2. They don't plan concretely, and those plans aren't realistic, and they don't foreshadow failure. So they don't plan for what's going to happen when they mess up, because you will. So step 1, dream big. Identify who you want to be. And this is something that I have incoming clients do. I have them fill out this form. It's called Facts and Future. They talk about who they are currently in their habits, and then who they want to be in the future, and what those habits are going to look like in the future. What qualities does that person possess? Are they fit? Are they disciplined? Are they focused? Identify an action that embodies your future self. Dream big. Define what success would look like for you. Envision the action or habit that will get you there. So have a plan. And sometimes you need help coming up with that plan. Understandable. Step 2. Make concrete plans. Implement a protocol like the ones in this book, which Dr. Gabrielle Lyon outlines. Break down plan execution into small steps. So here's where a lot of people mess up, is they set really big goals with no steps to get there, and then they're kind of left floundering and drowning and not knowing what to do. So this could look like: schedule your grocery shopping every week, plan when you'll cook or meal prep, and then pre-pack your meals for the day, either the morning of or the night before. Identify all of the logistical tasks that you need to do today to instill the habits that narrow the gap between your present self and your future self. So your self that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds overweight, and what that future self at that healthy body weight, what are they going to look like? What are they going to be doing? How are they going to be spending their time? How are they going to be feeling about their new healthy body? Take these same steps each day. So today and tomorrow, the next day, and each day thereafter. Big progress comes from moving forward in small increments, not only in your health, but in making your overall mental framework. And I shared this with multiple clients this past week that just 30 minutes of walking a day, you're going to burn about 150 calories. That adds up. That's not a lot each day, but if you think about that movement, that 150 calories every day added up over the course of the week, that could mean a pound of body fat burned. And if you multiply that times 4 weeks, that's 4 pounds just from adding brisk walking for a half hour each day. So step 3, foreshadow failure. What energy sinks will draw your focus away from execution? So what are your weaknesses? What are the daily pitfalls of focus and energy that will prevent you from achieving the standards you set? This requires awareness of personal weaknesses, awareness and acceptance and responsibility. Yes, I own that. I own that I binge eat, right? And I know that about myself. So I'm telling you a personal example. If I were hungry and there were a box of donuts on my counter and, I said to myself, oh, just have a bite. I couldn't have just a bite. I would have the whole box. And so guess what? Boxes of donuts don't come into my house. So I know that's a weakness of mine. These are some examples. Did you skip your run or your workout today because you couldn't tolerate losing 40 minutes of sleep in the morning? Those minutes could have helped to ramp up your energy and clear your head for a fresh start for the day. Did you miss your evening workout because you left your job dead tired and desperate to zone out in front of a screen? Bringing your binge watch to the elliptical might have been a movement you needed to push through and follow through with your training program. Did you forego the gym in favor of the drinks you felt you deserved Friday afternoon to wind down? Imagine how much better you'd feel Saturday morning if you had not woken up queasy from overindulging in alcohol and food the night before. These are all what-if scenarios that all paint predictable traps of human nature along with counter-force alternatives. Succumbing to impulses that impede action will kill any health goal. So choose awareness. Consider the obstacles you face and come to expect them. And instead of veering predictably off course, visualize a new strategy before you end up in a compromising position. Raising yourself up to high standards takes hard work and planning. You can't just wing it. There's not a pill. There's not a supplement. There's not a magic diet or word that anyone can give you. It's hard work and discipline. But you have to keep reminding yourself of the cost of continuing your negative habits while cultivating the positivity that will propel you to execute. Our ultimate goal is for health promoting action to become so well practiced and ingrained that it becomes your default response, creating a life that supports your own vision for yourself. And I can speak to truth to that out of my own journey. It has been just that, a journey, and it's been little changes over time that have built up and brought me to where I am today. I didn't get my six-pack overnight. I didn't get my biceps overnight. I didn't learn how to say no in social situations one time. It took practice, hard work, and discipline, and a vision and understanding of why I wanted to do these things. So these are all great things to think about. I would encourage you to read this book or at least follow Dr. Gabrielle on Instagram. She has a lot of great education, a lot of content. She has a fantastic podcast. So I hope this is a little bit of the coal in your fire that you needed this week to get you going on your, not just your New Year's goals, but your plans. And as always, if you need anything, reach out, let me know.